Marvel, EIC and Valiant founder Jim Shooter passed away at the age of 73. Rest in peace. Jim Shooter was born in 1951 and began writing comic books professionally at the age of 14. He worked on Superboy and Supergirl comic books for DC Comics, penciled breakdown pages for Action Comics and Adventure Comics, and most notably, developed and expanded the Legion of Superheroes, which was based on Marvel's titles at the time. He co-created many of these titles. In addition, he would compose the first Superman and Flash race, which is being reenacted today. After leaving comics to work in advertising, he would eventually rejoin Marvel as an editor. He would go on to become editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics for 9 years, during which time he would work with John Byrne on Fantastic Four, Frank Miller on Daredevil, Roger Stern on Avengers and Amazing Spider-Man, Chris Claremont and John Byrne on Uncanny X-Men, and demanding the death of Jean Grey. Additionally, he would create Secret Wars, the most influential series that introduced Spider-Man's black outfit. Along with starting the New Universe series of games, he co-created Starbrand, a character that was partly based on him. He instituted creator royalties at Marvel Comics, but his micromanagerial approach proved unpopular with others, and he was fired as a result. He co-created Bloodshot, Shadowman, X-O Manowar, Harbinger, and Archer and Armstrong before leaving Marvel to start publisher Valiant Entertainment. Alongside Steve Ditko, he would co-found publishers with the short-lived Defiant Comics and the even shorter-lived Broadway Comics. However, he continued to work in and around comics, rejoined Valiant, and was delighted to sell Marvel the rights to Secret Wars and Venom for just $10,000. A recent Kickstarter campaign will shortly see the publication of his final project, a reimagining of his Schism series for Defiant. Jim Shooter signaled a shift in the comic book industry from its carefree hobbyist tone to a respectable professional enterprise that might serve as the foundation for entire careers writing commercial stories for kids and beyond. More than anyone else, Jim Shooter contributed to the development of the American comic book business during this time, which some considered as the comics industry's maturation.